Welcome to round 5 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of September 26th. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Nicole Eridix.
Hello.
And Terry Morrow.
Hello.
Today we're taking a break from talking and complaining and obsessing and instead shouting out things other people are doing that we think you'll find as useful or enjoyable as we do. We call this our Roundabout Roundup. And I will start. The other day we were talking about communication with our kids, and one of the things that my son and I have ended up doing together is watching this YouTube series. It is called Jet Lag, the game. So it's like this person who has a YouTube channel that I don't watch. I mean, it's like a guy in his 20s, whatever. But they are on their third round of devising these kind of crazy games that they play, and they film themselves obviously while they're doing it, and then post them in a series of videos. So the first one was they played Connect 4. So they started in Denver, which is where some or all of them live, and it's 4 people, I think. And they made it so you had to go to this capital of a state and do a challenge there, and then you would claim that state. And then you had to get Connect 4. So you had to get 4 in a row, 4 states in a row, right? So you had to get California, then Nevada, then Colorado. Then that would start to give you 4 in a row horizontally, right? Mm. Is this making any sense? So they go to these and they're, competing against each other. So there's ways that there's all kind of rules and about how you can, mess up the other person's game and stop them from achieving what they're trying to achieve. So, and then each place they have to do these challenges. They have a deck of cards that has challenges on it, find the worst restaurant based on, TripAdvisor and go there or whatever. And so that their first game was this Connect 4. Then they did circumnavigate the globe in 100 hours, and see who could do it first. And again, they had to do challenges along the way to earn money to buy their next plane ticket. And so we've watched all of those, and now they have a new one that's called Playing a 72-Hour Game of Tag Across Europe. So it's 3 people, and at any point, one is the tag, 2 are the chasers, and 1 is the runner, mm-hmm. right? So they're trying to catch, the 2 chasers are a team, and they're trying to catch the person who is running. And they're each trying to get to a destination without getting tagged. So, and again, complicated rules. I'm doing a terrible job of explaining all this. But anyway, it's just these fun 20 to 30-minute videos, and we watch them together. So that's the fun part of it. And, talk about what they're doing. Well, why did they do that? Or, isn't it cool that they saw this? And, because they're in Europe, and yeah, you get to see what they're seeing and all this stuff. So yeah, it's called Jet Lag, the game. That's the name of the channel. So that's what I'm recommending.
Awesome.
How about you, Nicole?
I'm going to shout out an app that I have started to use, or at least I am beginning to use, and it's called Rover, and it's an app that you can go to, and if you are in need of a cat sitter or a dog sitter or a dog walker or a lizard babysitter, whatever pet you have that needs taking care of, whether you are home or not, this app is it's been quite helpful. And so yeah, if you just go on it, and it lists the people in your area that are wanting to do the job. They've been background checked. You can see reviews, but authentic reviews when they have repeat clients, which is kind of cool. And then interestingly, my daughter actually is lists herself as a pet caretaker on Rover in her area. And she says that it is quite a process to get through it. Like you can't just be, Joe Schmo and sign up.
Right.
You do have to put some effort in. And then when you get a job, you have to, in order to get paid, you have to do certain things in the app, like take a photo every day, fill out a report of the pet every day. So like the app makes you do, there's certain checks and balances before you get paid. So yeah, it's quite interesting. So we've got our, we've got somebody lined up for visit in the future. So I'll let you know how it goes.
Cool.
But it's called Rover, and yeah, I'm excited.
Sounds like something useful.
And how about you, Terry? What are you going to recommend this week?
I have something that's not particularly useful, but fun. We were talking about Dancing with the Stars, Catherine and I, on our round twos. Please listen to our recaps because we stay up very late Monday nights putting them together for you. But Jason Lewis was very briefly one of the contestants, and in looking at his bio, I saw that he had been on Brothers and Sisters, and I did a little poking around to see what character he played, and then I remembered it, and then I just got to thinking about Brothers and Sisters, which was a drama on ABC some years back. I did a blog about it for a little while for a company that quickly went out of business, and you just really remembered enjoying it, so I found it's on Hulu. All the seasons are on Hulu, and I watched the pilot, and holy cow, is that fun. Oh my gosh, it is one of these shows that burns plot like you would not believe. I had in my head what like the first 3 seasons worth of storylines were, and I looked on IMDb, they were all in the first season. So I must have stopped watching it at such time when this place went out of business and stopped paying me. Or just watched it fitfully because some of their plot turns were annoying me. But it gets off to such a fast start in that pilot. And it does not stop, at least for the whole first season, through all these things I were like, that was the first season? He was in it the first season? Really? So I think I'm going to make Catherine watch the first season for round 2. But in the meantime,
this is like Rob Lowe and Sally Field.
Rob Lowe is not in it yet. I thought he didn't come in till the 2nd and 3rd season, but indeed he started in the first season, but later on. But it's this family of 5 siblings: Callista Flockhart, Rachel Griffiths, Matthew Reese, Balthazar Getty, and Dave Annable. And Tom Skerritt is the dad. Patricia Wettig is a mysterious woman, at least in the pilot. Ron Rifkin is Sally Field's brother. Their mother is Marion Ross, eventually, delightfully. And it's got a great cast, and it's just sort of chock full of conversations and actions. And it's really, its big hook at the time was Kitty is a conservative talk show host. Her mother is super liberal. How can they possibly get along? And I'm like, oh, it's so quaint. It's so cute because they can possibly get along. Whereas we know now they wouldn't speak to each other.
Right.
But, and half the family is conservative. The dad was conservative. One of the brothers is. The other ones are liberal. And so it's like the politics was the hook. But, oh, my gosh, it's 100% pure soap. And funny, very funny. And overly dramatic and extremely relatable in some things. So if you watched this back in the day and remember what I'm talking about, go on Hulu and watch it. It's so fun. And if you haven't, check it out, especially if you were sort of somebody who liked This Is Us or somebody who liked Parenthood and just dig the big, sprawling, extremely hyperverbal family members all, conflicting with one another, but they really love each other in the end. You will love it. It is great. It is fun. I don't necessarily recommend going beyond the first season because I don't remember what happens after that. Everything I remember is crammed into those first 20-some episodes, back when things used to have 20-some episodes. But and we will be talking about it, I believe, at some point in round 2, at least some of it. I think you will enjoy it, Catherine. You were a This Is Us person, right?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, this all takes place at the same time, pretty much, but still. Family vibes, man.
Yes.
With really good actors. Dave Annable takes a little time to come along because he's got this most screwed up character, but the rest of them just hit the ground running.
Nice.
And Sally Field can throw herself a good tantrum. She is quite excellent at it. So, lest you throw a tantrum because I won't stop talking, I will say, that's it for another week of Parenting Roundabout. If you missed any of our earlier episodes this week, look them up on Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts to hear what we have to say about growth mindset, communication, and personal grooming. You can also find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there on our Facebook page or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat. And please visit our Amazon shop at amazon.com/shop/momitude, where you can find links to a lot of the things we talk about. Have a great weekend and see you back here on Monday.